You too. What's good? It's your boy Benjamin Johnson, my name is Confidence, and today we coming back here. Yeah, we coming back here with another motherfucking video. And yeah, for Benjamin Benji, call me what you want, call me, you dig. And we going to be reacting to a Toronto rapper here, $1 million lick. Yeah, $1 million lick. But before we get into that video, make sure y'all go ahead, go rush my socials, all that shit, all that good shit down below, feel me? And yeah, we're gonna roll to 500 subscribers, so let's go ahead and react to this video, feel me? Start this.
Robberies. Recently, a few got arrested in Canada after trying to hit a lick where they stole over $1 million in cash using trash bags.
Whoa, hold on. This is a bank? Is this a bank?
Wait till you hear this one. Y'all not gonna believe this story. So on April 1st, there was a robbery at a business close to Pearson International Airport in Toronto. The business was a company who refills ATM machines, so they were known for storing and moving a lot of cash. On the morning of the robbery, two men rushed the business and forced two employees to let them into the vault where all the cash was stored. Once they got up in the vault, they stuffed over $1 million in cash in trash bags and fled the scene. Police later released surveillance footage to the public where the video shows two men wearing gray hoodies, face masks, and sunglasses. They held a female employee at gunpoint and forced her through the front door of the business. Next, they enter the office where they see a male employee working on a computer. Then, one of the men comes in the room pointing a gun at the male employee and ends up taking them hostage. Then one of the robbers chases the female employee into another room, while the second robber follows after, dragging the dude from the office with him by the arm.
Hey man, this camera quality is real crispy, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of these cameras be fucking boo-boo. I ain't gonna hold you.
Next, they go into the back room that has safes all over the floors and walls. One of the robbers holds the man down on the floor, and the other starts stuffing cash into a trash bag, all while the female employee is seen hiding in the corner. The robber holding the man pistol whips him a few times in the head as he tries to resist. He then stops resisting, and then just lays on his stomach while they empty the safe. They end up getting as much cash as they could carry, and then smashed off in a getaway car. Surveillance footage from outside the business shows one of the robbers struggling to drag the giant bag of cash to the car, and at one point, it looked like it was about to tear. But they ended up getting into a car that came to pick them up, which was closely tailed.
Now my question is, does that bread have dot packs in it? Cause I know banks they keep the bread that shit got dot packs on it. Once they transport the bread in the Brinks trucks. So does that shit have dot packs on it? Who knows? No, we gonna see.
By another car. There's been some talk that it could have been an inside job. We never actually see the masked men approach the employee who let him in the door. All we see is her being followed by him as they enter the building. There's times when she's left alone and doesn't even try to run or call for help. When they first go in the office, she's by herself in the doorway while the other two men deal with the other employee. She could have easily tried to get away, but nah. Instead, she waits for one of the dudes robbing the place to chase after her. Then get this. They leave her by herself again when they're in the bank vault as she just hides in the corner near the door while the robbers fill up the trash bag with cash and have their backs to her.
I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? You know what I'm saying? And it's another thing to actually be in that situation. Once you got a gun pointed to you or a gun in your vicinity and you know that shit could be possibly used against you, you're gonna move a different type of way.
Once again, she could have easily got away, but nah. She just sits there while they take the cash. So, when you compare this to how they treated the male employee, it's clearly much different. From the time they enter the business to the time they leave, one of the robbers maintains physical contact with the man and keeps a gun pointing at him. When they're in the vault, he pistol whips the male employee multiple times and even forces him to lay on his stomach while the robbery is in motion. But not once do you see them touch the woman. Now how does that look? You tell me. She was most likely scared and didn't want to be hurt. Maybe they threatened her and told her they would kill dude if she didn't obey their orders. But these robbers do seem pretty calm for two dudes hitting $1 million lick, and it also seems strange that the female employee doesn't fight back much. Police later told the public that they think the robbery was carefully planned and it wasn't just a quick lick. They also said that during the robbery, the dudes got away with over $1 million in cash. So, with all that stolen money now on the streets, they had to crack down and open a heavy investigation. They called the investigation Project Heavy Bag, a reference to the fact that the robbers got away with the money in a large trash bag. They investigated multiple leads, but couldn't find anything at first. But then a few weeks later, an unrelated robbery will lead them right to the dudes responsible. On May 27th, police got caught up to a spot on Kip.
Y'all niggas got a fucking $1 million, bro, and y'all don't want to lay low? Y'all some dickheads.
In Steele's Avenue, which isn't far from where the $1 million lick took place. A group of armed men tried to break into someone's crib, but they couldn't get in and ended up leaving before the cops got there. When the police got there, they did a quick search of the place and saw what the robbers were looking for. They found about $160K in straight cash inside the apartment. They ran a search on the money and found out the serial numbers matched some of the bills that were stolen from the bank vault. So one of the robbers probably started flexing about the robbery, and some other dudes thought they could hit a quick lick. But something scared them off, and it was enough to lead police right to the stolen cash. Because of this, police were able to arrest 4 men involved in the robbery. On September 9th, police arrested 23-year-old Devontae Virgo and 22-year-old Courtney Martin. During the arrest, they also found a fully loaded 9mm handgun with an extendo and 22 bullets. Virgo was the one who they thought was involved in the robbery, and Martin was just a girl he was with, but they were both hit with gun charges. On the same day, police also arrested 22-year-old Andrew Parsons, 36-year-old Philip Naruma, 26-year-old Gabrielle Belcito, 26-year-old Michelle Belcito, and 37-year-old Stephanie Naruma. They were also looking for one more suspect named Emmanuel Rawson, who they believe was armed and dangerous. They were executing 4 separate search warrants for 4 people believed to be involved in the robbery. They ended up arresting a few others.
And I don't mean to pose it so much, but another reason why y'all should never try to think about hitting no licks on no banks, no none of that. Them shits got serial numbers on it. Each one of them bills got serial numbers on it, bro. Feel me? So y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just, feel me?
After finding drugs, guns, and ammo, all while executing the warrants. During the search, the police found not only a lot of stolen cash, but also came up on over 330 grams of cocaine, 8 handguns, body armor, and several more extendos. Police believe that Virgo, Parsons, and Gabrielle Belcito were the ones who committed the actual robbery, along with Rawson, who's still on the run. The others arrested were also found to be in possession of illegal guns and drugs. Devontae Virgo and Emmanuel Rawson were known around the city by their rap names Lil Bucky and Gucci Glow. Lil Bucky is a rapper from the Mount Olive area known for tracks like Gutter Baby and Extra. On top of the charges related to the robbery, Bucky also got hit with a probation violation since he'd already been caught with a gun before. In August 2019, police pulled over a vehicle for reckless driving. When they started questioning the driver, they say he slid a bag to the passenger, who happened to be Lil Bucky. When the cops tried to look into the bag, Bucky smashed off on foot running into the woods and dumped his burner nearby. He was able to outrun the cops, but they later found the gun he dumped and identified him as the passenger. So, Bucky got hit with a gun charge, and when he was arrested a second time for the robbery, he was still on probation and obviously not allowed to be in possession of a gun. Both Lil Bucky and Gucci Glow have collaborated together a lot and are known to take shots at ops from enemy hoods like South Jane and Jamestown. So, it seems like Mount Olive rappers don't just rap for the clout. They really out here living their life, pushing coke and hitting $1 million licks. But it seems like at some point, they got sloppy and never even got the chance to spend all the bread they stole. If they were smart, kept their mouths closed, and tried cleaning and washing the money through crypto or other methods, they could have gotten away with it. But of course, some of them...
Hey, why you spilling the sauce, my nigga? If they did this with the brother, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Too much and ended up getting everyone taken down. Luckily, no one was shot or killed in the robbery, so they aren't facing any murders or attempted murders. But Lil Bucky was charged with conspiracy to commit an indictable offense, robbery while armed with a firearm, and several firearm-related offenses, including 3 counts of failure to comply with probation. Gucci Glow, on the other hand, did the race, and he's still on the run and is yet to be charged. The others taken down in this case were hit with charges like possession with the purposes of trafficking cocaine and possession of proceeds from a crime over $5,000. So, everyone involved is probably looking at doing some time, but more than likely, they won't be going away forever. At least Lil Bucky will have some crazy bars for his next project, because let's be real, not many rappers can say they hit $1 million lick and really stand behind it.
That's a fact. Hey, man, that was a video. It was a nice little quick little video. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all next video. Y'all stay smooth, all that good shit. Y'all stay out the way. Peace.